South Georgia's only 10 p.m. news, CBS 44 News on My 55 tonight.
You're watching WSWG, Valdosta, Albany, Moultrie.